All right, I'm back. Okay, so I'm back now. I guess it said my connection had a problem, so I reloaded it. Yeah, yeah, it does seem like that's been the issue. Sorry if you had a question before, it erased it. So sorry if I missed it. Okay, we got back to 2 viewers now. Five ten-ish with stringy limbs. Yeah, yeah. I'm actually about 5'10 3/4, so almost 5'11. So um, really similar. I'm definitely I have pretty long arms, so I know that helps me with deadlifting, but not so much with pressing. Which surprisingly, I've always thought it was surprising that I'm able to like curl as much as I am, considering my arms. You know how long my arms are. So I do cheat lifts and get because it obviously doesn't work. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I always tell people too, like, not only did I get great strength from it, but honestly, like physique wise, like my arms are one of my more standout areas. So obviously, even from that, I mean, I think they're great as far as because when you think about it, movements that are compound movements where you lift the most amount of weight are going to give you the most hypertrophy, right? I mean, we've known that for a long time. So when you think about it, why wouldn't a cheat curl get you greater results on that than a super strict curl? It just to me, it just makes perfect sense. You know, I mean, I feel like my biceps are decent, right? Thanks. Yeah, I think last time I measured my arms, they were about 17 inches. I was weighing in the 190s, so I feel like that's for a natural. That's that's up there. Oh, looks like we had 3 viewers there for a second, but we're back down to one. Yeah, yeah, I hear you on that. Pressing has always been more my struggle. I am better with overhead press though in relation to my bench press, and that's one thing I've liked about recently competing in strongman, and where I feel like I have even more potential with that is in strongman. Obviously, there's no bench pressing, so you know overhead press being a stronger point than me for bench. That's one good thing, and then most of the other strongman events are very back and grip oriented, which that's really where my strengths are. So, and then I lost a lot of weight because I came harder. Yep. Yeah, pressing will usually always take the first hit when you lose weight, especially bench. Like if you lose 5 pounds, it's pretty much almost like given that you'll lose 5 pounds off your bench. And that's not necessarily the same with the other lifts. Like a lot of times, even like with deadlift, you can lose weight, and sometimes it can you can maintain it just fine or even go up. It's kind of crazy how that works. What's about where? What's your body weight at? About down to 160ish, and I got stronger at pulls, rows. Yeah, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. What? How much did you lose? Like, what weight did you start at? Oh, for sure. Something that's interesting, actually. Now you mentioned that. I remember when I was 165 pounds. Oh wow, 230. Wow, that's a lot. Huh. Yeah, I could definitely see how you would increase in athleticism. But what I was saying was, I remember when I was about 165. This is probably about 6 years. A couple years later, I had bulked up to about 180 pounds, 180 to 185. And during that time, I got a lot stronger. Like I put almost 100 pounds on my deadlifts. Went from like 550 to 640 within the course of like a year. And then I actually retested my 40 again, and I ran a 4.4. So, and that was without any like sprinting or running training. So I found that really fascinating. But basically, when I thought about it, it made sense because I gained body weight, not a ton more body weight, but I got a lot stronger. To the fact where basically in sprinting, you're moving your own body weight, you're producing force to basically throw your body weight through space. So um, I gained some weight, but not a ton. But then I got a whole lot stronger, and that led to me basically getting faster without even training running. Which that's I think a thing that I think that is very underestimated, especially with athletes, is they feel to get faster, the only thing I have to do is run more. And really, in a lot of ways, that can actually be a detriment. Like you can run too much, and especially if you don't focus enough on strength and your strength goes down, in a lot of ways, you can even get slower. Yeah. I think that definitely would give you a good base for sure. Man, where is everyone? Let's see here. Hmm. Um, Not really too many plans. We basically already did most of that. Earlier, actually today, my sister had her baby. She was pregnant, so I went with my family to the hospital. And yeah, this is the first time for me being an uncle. So yeah, feels good. How about you? What's been going on tonight? Nice. Where did you eat at? Just eat at home or out somewhere? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. What time is it? Where do you live, by chance? So I was thinking if you're having about having dinner, it must be a few hour time difference from me. It's almost 10:30 where I am. Oh wow, 7ish. Wow. What state are you in? Okay, no problem. I understand. I'm in Missouri, so Kansas City area. Yep. I was born in California, so actually the Bay Area, and I've lived here for moved here when I was 11, so been here. Uh, hey, the big man is came. How's it going? I've been to Missouri around the St. Louis area. Nice days. It's like a mini vacation. Favorite fitness channel? Hmm, that's a tricky question actually. Um, hmm. Yeah, I need to kind of think about that. I don't know if I have a favorite. Honestly, there's multiple ones. Um, I really do like the Super Training channel. Just the fact that they keep good content on there. They have a lot of guests on there, and they also keep it entertaining. Um, that's definitely like in my top five probably. Um, oh yeah, thanks man. Yeah, Deadlift's feeling good. If you I don't know if you saw my recent video, but I pulled that 625 really. I mean, the fastest it's ever felt. It feels like 700 is there honestly, but I'm gonna wait till I finish my training cycle. What I'm hoping for is actually to be good for more than that. So like 715 to 7.5 range, and I'll probably hopefully compete this next probably next spring, and then try to do it in a meet at 181 and 165. I never got into super training. Okay, so you never seen the channel at all before? Oh, couldn't get into it. Like you mean just interested in it? Okay. Yeah, there is. It does seem like recently some of their content hasn't been as good as it used to be. It seems like sometimes they just get to where they're trying to post so much, it's almost like they run out of good ideas, and then some of it just ends up being just kind of lame, but yeah, I think most of it, you know, I like for the most part. Let's see what other channels. I definitely like Brian Shaw's channel for sure. Um, I think it's another one of those channels that he's has some pretty good content on there, but it's definitely underrated. Like not enough people like view it as you would think. Thoughts on Alan Thrall? Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good channel. I've followed him for the last couple of years, and he definitely has some good informative content. He also keeps it entertaining. He's pretty funny, so that I know that helps too. Um, yeah, I would say he's. I don't know about my top five, but definitely a good channel. But yeah, yeah, that it did feel pretty good. So basically, my plan is around mid to end of July, I'll be finishing my training cycle. So that's when I plan to hit seven. So basically, this next week I'll be hitting some singles at 640, and then in the in between weeks I'm box squatting, and then basically deadlifting every other week, heavy. And then in the in between weeks when I box squat, I'm doing 18-inch deadlifts, which is a strongman type deadlift just below the knee off block. So I'm doing those for volume for multiple sets of five. So I'm doing those every week, but basically I'm just pulling off the floor heavy every other week. And then in the in between weeks, I'm um, basically box squatting heavy. So I'm trying to basically peak both of those at the same time because I've always found when my box squat is at its best that translates really well to my deadlift strength. So I'm hoping to hit like a 600 box squat and a 700 plus deadlift around the same time in the next couple months. Uh, Alpha Destiny. Um, I think he has some things that I've seen that are good. For the most part, though, I don't really agree with necessarily all of his training philosophies. But I would say, and just also the fact that mostly his stuff is like mostly physique orientated, and he doesn't compete or anything, and that's obviously not mainly what I do. So just I think from the fact of that alone, um, is why I also don't follow him a lot. But there are definitely some things that he's said that I do agree with. Um, yeah, I mean, just from the sheer fact that he does push the fact that heavy overload and like cheat movements do absolutely do. All right, back down to one viewer. Oh, back to two. Hey, what's up? So let me know if you have any questions. This is my first time trying this live stream out, so just trying to get used to it here. Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically, you can ask whatever you want, as long as it's not maybe too personal. But but yeah, I'll answer just mostly about anything. All right. Um, well, that's kind of a big question. I guess depending on what you want to know. I guess as far as just basic stuff, I so I'm 26, almost. I'll be turning 27 in June. Um, I was born and raised in my name. So my name is Nate. Um, and what was I saying? So I was born and raised in Bay Area in California until I was 11, and I now live in Kansas City area in Missouri. I've lived here for 16 years. Um, Good to meet you too, Sierra. Do you have it? I don't think I've seen your channel before. Do you have videos up? Alpha. That's funny. Never heard of her. So how's your training been this week, big guy? Did, but YouTube took some of them down. Not for anything inappropriate, but lots of inactivity, I guess. Huh. Interesting. So you went for a long time without posting anything, and that's when they took your videos down. It's choose not to post anything anymore. I gotcha. Fair enough. All right, man. You have a good night. Uh, okay, so how long do I feel like it takes me to recover from a heavy devil session? I would say, like, if you mean heavy, like above 90%, I would say usually about at least a week. Um, Now, if it's like from like if it's like 100% all out maximum, I feel like it's almost like if I were to go on and if I would have deadlifted 700 the other day, I mean, I feel like that probably would have taken me almost 2 weeks.